Kenny, it's absolutely brilliant to be back in your company, and we're here to hear all about your work with Andy's Man Club, who are one of the club's official charity partners. Set the scene and tell me about the Man's Club.
So Andy's Man Club was set up in 2016, sadly on the death of Andy Roberts, 23-year-old at the time, and took his own life. Following on from his death, his brother-in-law had to pick up the pieces, and at the time there was no signs of warnings from it, and they set up the group as a talking group in Halifax. So 9 men turned up on the first night, and following on from that, it's basically just snowballed. Especially over the last 18 months, we've had an increase of 60 clubs from 50 up to 110 clubs, and Raith Rovers have been absolutely brilliant for us. Probably one of the best ones in Scotland for us, giving us a room every week, but also giving us the name on the strip as well, which is massive. It's getting to the people within the stadium, the general public, that we need to try and address.
So tell me about the premise, tell me about the core principles, and ultimately what's the purpose and focus of Andy's Man Club?
So we're creating a safe space for any male over 18 to come along and talk, and it's just to get people talking, if it's through mental health issue or it's the social side of it. Especially on the back of lockdown, we've got a lot of social anxiety, so basic setup, tea, coffee, biscuits are all free of charge, and it's just to get boys out socialising. Every Monday night, 7 o'clock we meet, and that's the same throughout the UK. And as I say, it's just creating that safe space. A couple of rules we don't talk about, but mainly anything goes. And yeah, just creating that safe space for men to come out and talk.
So you want to come along, you want to feel that you're ready to take that, what must be an enormous step for lads to get over the threshold. You just turn up on a Monday night at 7 o'clock. Where about in the actual stadium? Because you know when you turn up something new and you're opening doors, it's easy to turn away. So where are we?
Yeah, definitely. So personally for me, that was the same. I took a year for me to come through the door. I originally was going to go to Dunfermline. Never wanted to travel. So when Raith Rovers opened up, I come along, exactly the same, not knowing anything. Luckily, coming up the main strip there was the boys with the tops on and made me feel welcome. So we meet now up in the Raith Suite. We originally were the 200 club, but because the group's grown that much, we now meet up in the Raith Suite at 7 o'clock. But there's no referrals needed, there's no charge, there's no booking fee, it's just a case of rocking up. All the boys who are there wearing the tops are boys who's been through the troubles themselves, they've been in that position, and as I say, it's the hardest bit is walking through that door.
I know about your values, I know about the kind of core principles of Andy's Man Club, so I guess the most important thing is thinking of other barriers there is something you think, well, if I go along to Raith Rovers, I might see somebody I know, I might see somebody I live next to, I might see somebody who's got a season ticket 4 seats up. Confidentiality is key, isn't it?
Yes, definitely, and it is. As soon as you go in on a Monday, you can say your name's Peter when it's actually John. You can just make up names, but going to somewhere like Raith Rovers, for me, I never knew what I was going into. I didn't know anybody, but then there was boys who I used to go to the football with, there was season ticket holders I know, and it's great to have that social side, but at the same time, out with the club, other people don't know you're using it. So yeah, having that privacy is brilliant, and also knowing people within the group as well, and it becomes a one big brotherhood. So there's people from all walks of life walk through the door. There's people who I would never imagine being talking to, but now I'm good friends with them, and I speak with them weekly and daily.
So you have your name on the back of the players' jerseys and aspirations that would maybe link the club in at a higher level there. I know some of the lads are particularly keen to chat with you. What do you aspire to get out of this partnership, and where do we go next? I know we've got an event coming up on Saturday, for example.
Yeah, so it's all about raising awareness, and especially in a football ground on a Saturday afternoon, the majority of fans are male, and it's that range of people we want to try and hit. So for the players to raise awareness, for Raith Rovers to raise awareness is massive. As you say, this Saturday against Partick Thistle, we're going to be down handing out leaflets, just talking to people who maybe not sure about us, who's maybe not heard of us. We're also making a collection as well, so if anybody's got spare pounds or pennies, it all makes a difference. And yeah, just raising that awareness and making people aware that you're not going through the troubles yourself, and there is other people out there who is suffering as well.
We've known each other for many years and decades indeed,
yeah.
So pre-interview I was kind of getting you ready and saying I just wanted to make sure this was your time to talk rather than my time to interview. Go and finish us off by giving a message. What's the most important thing that you can say to folks listening in?
Just basically that it is okay to talk, and that it's not just you going through the struggles, and it might just be a silly little bad day you're having, but to have that on your chest and suffer with that, it is okay just to get out there and talk. And there's a lot of people who just like it for the social side of it as well. So yeah, just getting to know people and just opening up about small struggles. For me, listening to people as well, which has been a big help for me. Listening to maybe an 18-year-old going through struggles or a 60-year-old going through struggles has helped me massively as well. So it's at the same time as we're there for talking, we're also there to listen as well. So there's no pressure to talk either.
Fascinating listening to you, and we know we're going to follow the journey and the development of your relationship with Raith Rovers, hopefully over the years ahead of us. Lean on Raith TV whenever you need to as well. We'll get the message out there.
Brilliant, thank you very much for having me along.